Great to be here with you guys today. We have an update on Caitlin Clark's injury. There's some kind of good news, but when we hear certain phrases like no timetable for her return, I have to take that as not so good news. Caitlin Clark, following a July 15th injury to her right groin, Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark underwent further medical evaluations earlier this week. The team can confirm that no additional injuries or damage were discovered through the evaluations. Clark will continue working with the Fever medical team on her recovery and rehabilitation, with the priority on her long-term health and well-being. There is no timetable available for Clark's return, and no additional details will be provided at this time. Any further updates will be shared as they become available. This is an update, a statement directly from the Indiana.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving deep into the mystery surrounding Caitlin Clark's injury update. From the jump, the tone feels cautiously optimistic, but make no mistake, the moment you hear no timetable for return, it's hard not to feel the alarm bells ring. The official statement may sound polished, but it's vague and tightly controlled. And when language is as careful, it's rarely by accident. Something's being protected. Maybe her privacy, maybe the truth. In elite sports, that wording typically signals a lingering concern. This isn't about what they found. It's about what they're not saying. And for a fan base desperate for answers, it leaves more questions than comfort.
It was only a week ago that Caitlin Clark was listed as questionable for a Wednesday night game against the New York Liberty in New York. About 5 hours prior to game time, it goes from questionable to out. Thursday, heading into the All-Star break, the three-point contest is Friday night. Caitlin Clark releases a statement of her own saying she won't be participating in the three-point contest and won't be participating in the All-Star game. Caitlin Clark's team has made it known we are going to be holding her out until she is fully recovered. We are not going to be rushing her back at all. After taking Indiana Fever's advice, eventually Caitlin Clark needs to take matters into her own hands, make decisions for herself, and I believe that's what we are seeing with the team that she now has.
In this stretch, the timeline gets more revealing than the medical report. Just a week ago, Caitlin Clark was questionable to play, a sign things weren't too serious. But fast forward a few hours, and suddenly she's ruled out. Then comes a withdrawal from the All-Star game and the three-point contest. That's not a small shift. That's a complete shutdown. The messaging flips from optimism to caution almost overnight. It's the kind of pivot that suggests the issue might be more complex than initially reported. Teams don't pull marquee stars without reason. This wasn't just caution. This was a protective move. And it shows how quickly things can change behind the scenes.
Has surrounding her, with the difference of medical opinions that she went and sought out. Following a July 15th injury to her right groin, here we go. The team can confirm that no additional injuries or damage were discovered through the evaluation. So I'm assuming this was evaluating the groin that she tweaked, that she hurt, that she whatevered Tuesday against the Connecticut Sun. And when they say no additional injuries or damage were discovered through the evaluations, I'm assuming they were looking for other issues. I'm assuming they did a deep dive into her upper leg area, her quads, her hammies, her groin, all that, seeing if there's something that they didn't catch in Indiana through MRI.
Here's where the power dynamic changes. Caitlin Clark takes matters into her own hands. No longer relying solely on the Fever's medical team, she reaches outside the franchise for second opinions. That's a bold and telling move. It signals trust issues, or at the very least, a desire for more control. When a star player builds her own recovery circle, it shows she's thinking long-term. She's not just rehabbing an injury, she's protecting her future. And with the weight of the league on her shoulders, who can blame her? Clark isn't just an athlete. She's a business. And business moves like this one mean she's thinking smart.
So on and so forth. I can't believe that no additional injuries or damage is talking about the injury that she sustained on last Tuesday, against the Connecticut Sun. If that's what we're talking about, then oh no. If that, then we are just playing semantics. Then we are just throwing word salad out there to throw the fans off their scent. But I have to believe team can confirm that no additional injuries or damage were discovered through evaluations. They checked out her groin. Whatever was wrong with her groin remains wrong with her groin. We still really don't know. But there was nothing else. So it was just her groin. Her quad looks good. Her hammies look good. It's still her groin. What's wrong with the groin? Is it a strain? Is it a slight tear? What grade is the strain? Indiana Fever, they're not letting us know. Clark will continue working with the Fever medical team on her recovery and rehabilitation, with the priority on her long-term health and well-being.
This segment digs into the frustrating vagueness of the team statement. No additional damage found sound like progress, but what does that really mean? Is the original injury still lingering? Are they masking the severity with PR language? The podcaster raises the right questions. This isn't about just healing anymore. It's about clarity or the lack of it. Fans are left to fill in the blanks, and speculation spreads fast. If the groin is still the problem, how bad is it? A strain? A tear? Grade 1 or grade 2? Without those answers, confidence takes a hit. The truth might be simple, or it might be something they're not ready to reveal.
Recovery and rehabilitation. Does that mean no longer we will be seeing Clark on a unicycle, being paraded like a zoo animal, smashing the cymbal, signing autographs, taking pictures with fans, flying over here, flying over there, taking a bus over here, taking a bus over there? Are they finally going to let Caitlin Clark rest? A 4-letter word, R-E-S-T. Are they finally going to let her rest and relax and recover? I'm tired of her. Trust me, folks. Huge Caitlin Clark fan here. But I want her to recover. I don't want her to schlep from here to there, from A to B to C to D to E to F to Z, all the way come back to A. If it's a road game, Caitlin, keep your butt home. Stay at the training center. Stay at the training facility. Get more treatment. Rehab some more. Stay home with your boyfriend. Relax. Watch movies. Eat ice cream. Do whatever the heck you want to do. Contain the inner beast that lies within you. Stop dribbling the damn basketball, making moves in the driveway. Stop doing that. Stop engaging in these half-court shots. Quit doing that. Give your body real rest. Again, no timetable means that this injury...
This part hits an emotional nerve. The speaker calls out the circus, the nonstop travel, events, media pressure, and asks the question everyone's thinking. Why is Caitlin Clark still being overexposed when she's clearly hurt? It's not just about physical rest. It's about letting an elite athlete breathe, recover, and be human. Her schedule has resembled a marketing tour more than a rehab process. And that's dangerous. Clark's brand is booming, but at what cost? Even lions rest between battles. Right now, the greatest thing she can do for herself in the game is stop moving, stop flying, and start healing. No more fan meetups. No more PR shows. Just rest.
It's more serious than I thought. We're already on day 9. I don't see her coming back within the week. That would already make it a 2-week injury. Within the next 2 weeks, now we're talking 3 weeks. It really might be end of August if she does come back. Middle to end of August if she does come back, based on how they worded it. Now, if the Indiana Fever, they aren't making any moves at the deadline, they don't look like they're actually in a place for playoffs, shut it down. Whether she's ready to come back or not, at that point, if by August 15th, no moves have been made, she hasn't even been cleared to return yet, shut it down. If she's ready to come back by August 25th, oh well. Oh well. But if we're really prioritizing her long-term health and well-being, what's the point of...
The timeline turns troubling here. It's already been 9 days since the injury, and there's still no sign of progress or return plan. That's not minor. When an elite athlete has no return window, it often points to a complex or persistent issue. Best case scenario, we're looking at late August. Worst case, she's out for the season. That is a serious mental shift for fans and teammates alike. And the speaker makes a valid point. If the Fever aren't even playoff bound, then what's the rush? Why gamble? The injury may be invisible, but the risk is crystal clear. Don't trade long-term greatness for short-term pressure.
Having her play for 2 weeks for a season that's dead. Shut it down. Make sure she recovers and comes back next year without anything lurking in the back of her mind. I don't see her coming back. No timetable. And if they do come back, man, it best be they're clearly in the playoffs. The team's rolling. That's the only scenario I can think of in my mind to where, okay, she's now cleared by her team, not the Fever team, by her team. She's now cleared. We're in the playoffs. Caitlin, come back. But if she's cleared and the team's not in the playoffs, not even in the playoff hunt, again, who's to say that it can't just re-aggravate like that, re-injure itself like that, and you have nothing to play for? Indiana Fever fans, of course, wishing the best for Caitlin Clark. Rest up, CC22. Your longevity to this game and your long-term health.
This part lays it bare. If there's no playoff push, then bringing Caitlin back makes no sense. Why risk a re-injury just to play out a few meaningless games? The tone here is firm. Shut it down. It's a call for wisdom, not surrender. Clark's presence might lift ratings, but it won't lift a sinking season. Every time she steps on the floor, before she's ready, she's gambling her future. If she's not cleared by her own team, not just the Fevers, then she shouldn't suit up. You protect your best players, even from themselves. And in this case, that protection means knowing when enough is enough.
Health is what matters most. The game will still be here when you are healed and ready, and so will we. Indeed. Rest up, GOAT. Come back strong. Good news that no additional injuries or damage were discovered. Her long-term health and well-being is important. Her fans will be here when she gets back. Venue's open. We'll be here. Groin injuries take time. I had already accepted that she will be out all season. At least people won't be kicking her in the groin again on the court. As always, screw you, Connecticut Sun. Hope she takes all the time she needs to fully heal. Indeed. A lot of conversation has been building up. Caitlin, it's time for you to take matters into your own hands. It's time for you to take responsibility for you saying, okay, I'll come back. No. And I think Caitlin Clark understands that as well, which is why she went out and sought other opinions, which is why she now is making decisions with her team instead of the Fever's team. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support. No timetable for Caitlin Clark's return. When do you think she's going to come back? Would you bring her back if we're in the playoffs? Or do you want to see her? I mean, you don't want to see, or do you just don't want to see her, right? You want to see her sit out the rest of the season and don't risk it for the biscuit, as they say. We'll see you next time, and as always, take it easy.
This final segment is a full circle moment. The message is clear. Caitlin Clark doesn't owe anyone her body, her timeline, or her presence. The game will wait. The fans will wait. And true greatness takes time. Her recovery isn't just physical. It's a statement about control, value, and patience. The speaker urges her to rest, reset, and return stronger than ever. Because when she does come back, healthy, ready, and recharged, the league will feel it. Until then, nothing matters more than healing right.